I just saw the opportunity of working with people living with dementia, and it was a little bit because I'd already worked in schools on projects, but also in special schools, where I've actually seen firsthand how art workshops, if you want to call them art workshops, really help people to cope, to come out of themselves and, quite frankly, enjoy themselves. I mean, enjoyment is a big part of it. Sometimes participants are more interested in social aspects of it. It's an outing that involves a cup of tea and some biscuits and a blether, which, quite frankly, is just as valid as the artwork, which can be fantastic or not always so good, but that's not the whole reason for this project.
When we had the First Ladies the first couple of weeks, there was a wee bit of resistance because people think that if it's art and they haven't had a background in that they can't do it. And you know, it's a wee bit like, oh, I'm not an artist, I'm no. But once you kind of get over that, and just being really good at that, kind of quietly just kind of encouraging people, then they get involved and there's a bit of meeting other people and enjoying the company and taking them out themselves, but also there's a wee bit about getting involved in something and you just get absorbed. And I think it's when you see what you do, and you feel quite good about it.
I think, you know, that my attitude to any workshops, it doesn't matter whether it's, I mean, any kind of workshop I'm involved in, is very much a case of winging it, playing it by ear, going in with an idea, let's introduce some materials and just take it from there, because quite frankly, the participants are there to lead the way and I'm just there to kind of guide them round obstacles.
The old lights that hang from the down, old chandeliers that you got.
Oh, chandeliers?
Yeah.
Oh, this sparkly stuff would be good for that.
Yeah.
Especially when you do your 3D work.
It's been really nice watching Jeff work. He kind of goes with the people that are working, and you know, we treat people as equals and kind of see where they're at and what they want to do and try and encourage that rather than,
That's all I've ever done.
you know, take over. It's about being able to stand back and having enough confidence to stand back and not feel as if you should jump in there and be doing things all the time. Sometimes it's just about giving people that bit of space, and it's amazing the kind of things that people create. I've seen from Mary.
Quite often they're actually living in very, very regulated lives, which has its advantages. They're like a routine. But on the other hand, it gets very institutionalised, whereas something like this, where there aren't rules, I think they find very liberating and suddenly are very eager to just produce stuff and sing.
Starry, starry night. What's about an artist? I never understood him till he died. And it was too late.
People like Mary, so keen, doesn't really get that much opportunity, I don't think. And she's never worked quite like this before.
Do you want this to be something out of my imagination?
Absolutely. So just pretend that this.
And I can use any of that paper.
You can use anything at all.
I'm annoyed that I'm sore too, because I like this.
Well, I bet you, once you got into it like last week, your aches and pains will just get a bit less.
Yeah, probably right. I just wish I wasn't sore. I really do, because I was looking forward to the day. I know.
When she arrives, she can barely move. But by sheer enthusiasm, by the end of it, she's skipping about and just so engrossed in the work.
Yeah, that's me coming back now.
Good. Welcome back, Mary.
What this? Looks that way, little one.
Oh, she's on the beach again. And it's fantastic how a person will change in the space of 2 hours from being actually quite hacked off to being really delighted with an afternoon's sheer enjoyment and actually very intense concentration. Yeah, it's well worth it. Oh, I think we can honestly say that Mary's finally woken up.
I think so.
She's
back
alive.
in the land of the living.
Mary's back.
She's alive.
I mean, last week, Mary was just working and she said to me, will you sit next to me and do some of your own work? And it just then becomes a working atmosphere that's fun. And I thought, Mary, why don't you do a stage set? So I just brought some bits of card in and we made that. And she's done a thrilling job of it. And next week she'll be making characters. And it's the idea that she can walk away from this having done part of a project, but will now go back home and be thinking about next week, preparing for next week. She'll probably come back with about 20 different characters. She just desperately wants to produce work, and you've seen the quality of it. I mean, today's stage set is fantastic.
Have you done this before, Mary?
Never.
Never.
Never ever.
Are you enjoying it?
Love it. I'm up till about 3 in the morning doing it. I was blowing you all night there. Making me like something, keeping me up in my bed. You got the blame. And that's crying and she says, why are you not sleeping? I says, do they blame me? I says, blame the artist.
With Mary, you'll have seen the difference. It's a real before and after. It's a shame that after isn't like that all week. But hopefully when she's at home now, she's gone home with her sketchbook, her new ideas, her new paper and glue. So fingers crossed she'll be, well, I know she'll be working away all week.
Is there a back or a front?
Well, they're two slightly different. These are whichever
This is
you
the back.
actually prefer.
This will be the back. I bet nobody else will come down though.
I know.
The people moan saying there's nothing to do. They go for a big bum.
Then they round back.
I tend to sing in the room when I'm doing something. You probably noticed that. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging her.
Once we've got the stage and we've got the characters, well, Mary writes poems. And as you'll have seen, she's always singing. Well, are we going to have a full-scale production? Yeah, it starts off as a collage workshop. Is it going to finish up as a piece of theatre? I don't know. And I'm just delighted by the whole thing, you know.